You're probably wondering what's making that sound. And you know what? That thing making that sound, it's me. And I know, out of nowhere, I recorded a video and published it to my YouTube, and I haven't streamed. I posted a YouTube video before I streamed. What's up, Coral? This is a spontaneous stream. And also, welcome back. I feel so bad, Coral, because I have been an awful streamer. I've been so bad. Comic. I heard about that. That was crushing. I do have a lot of alternatives. So I'm not too upset, but yeah. No, that's fine, Coral. I'm also upset by that. Yeah. No, I feel bad too, because I'm not back yet. I'm not 100% back. This was a spontaneous stream because I was like, well, shit, there's a lot of anime news, a lot of game news, and I want to cover it. But I also want to do it when it's still hot and not covering it weeks down the line. So I wanted to make a quick video and then a stream about it. Yeah. My beautiful list of everything I read was on there. Oh, really? Oh, so all your progress was lost. That reminds me of Webtoon for me. Because my old Webtoon account, I don't know what happened or what update changed it, but I've been inactive on Webtoon for so long, it lost all my progress. And I think they removed some of the titles I was reading. I hate when that happens. I also hate, so I am very guilty of this, Coral, where I would leave a bajillion tabs open on Google Chrome, and my computer would shut down because of all of the memory being used and / not used by me. And I would lose all of my progress on everything I was looking up on the tabs. So yeah. Also, have you read the final chapter of Greatest Estate Developer? I have not. I have not because I'm waiting for it to come out on Webtoon. I'm not trying to rush it. You're one of those guys. I can't have more than 3 tabs open. Well, here's the thing. I will actively use 3 tabs, but if I find something that I'm like, ooh, I want to bookmark this for later, I will open a window, like 5 tabs open on a window, and I'm like, this is usually like, it could be like research for a book, which, speaking of, I've been picking up actual books instead of webtoons lately. Brandon Sanderson, I've heard really good things about him in the fantasy genre, so I've been trying to read a little bit more, but anything, because I'm trying to write my own book series, anything for research for books, whether it comes to researching like Greek gods, for example, power systems, what you call certain monsters, I will open that almost like Dungeons and Dragons research, where it's like you open a tab of all of this information and I want to save it for later, or something cool I thought of, I save it for later. So I shrink that tab and place it like in that closed window. So I'm not using it. It's more for future use that I just don't get to. Because I'm not in the mood for it. But I have, okay, so the weird part with Greatest Estate Developers, I know it's been going on past Webtoon's release. Personally, I've been just waiting for the official release on Webtoon, but I've seen a lot of leaks online, especially in the Facebook chats, of like, oh, look, we're on chapter 200. I'm like, they only got to like 178 on Webtoon. So clearly, I think people like the raw / the fan translated ones are releasing faster than the official ones. But I'm just like, I also kind of want to wait because, I have a soft spot. I started it on Webtoon. I got to finish it on Webtoon. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm not in a rush. I caught up to like 20 to 30 series on Webtoon that's going weekly. And so I've been also holding back on a couple of my favorite stories there. So I'm not spending coins, and I could just like, hey, I'm doing like every week 30 chapters drop from 30 different series. So I can just kind of just wait it out, and chill. So I've been reading a lot. Like I have a whole list of just webtoons I've caught up on. Like the big one for me was Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I caught up on that, and now I just want to wait it out. You know, I just want to see how it ends. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening there. But honestly, I still think webtoons, and this is my take. I've mentioned this. I have seen several miracles happen over in Korea. And I'm talking in terms of pop culture engagement being a phenomenon. First one was Gangnam Style. Of course, everyone knows Gangnam Style. Second would be Squid Game. And now the third big one, and I mean, they've had huge successes, of course. I'm talking like Take Over the World, which is K-pop Demon Hunters. I think you tap into that gold mine that is webtoons and make it mainstream, it will change the media landscape forever. They learn about Greatest Estate, which more people are learning about it. But I feel like once that can of worms is open, people are going to realize how great webtoons are. And it's going to be in popularity. I'm not saying quality wise. I'm not talking like readers. I'm talking people, normal people talking about Naruto, JJK, and Demon Slayer. They're going to be on that level for a lot of webtoons. It's just going to be a matter of time. And we're slowly seeing the general public being aware with these adaptations. Like the big one was Solo Leveling. Let's be honest with ourselves. Anime of the year, which I call bullshit on. As much as I love Solo Leveling, it does not deserve Anime of the year. Come on now. But yeah, Gangnam Style, I'd say, broke the borders of international music from that part of Asia. Great State is a great webtoon, really fun read, but personally it's in my top 5. There are really good webtoons. Yeah. Well, okay, it may not be top 5, but I'm saying, what I'm saying is, it is, I would say, one of the pillars of webtoons, a series that everyone goes back to as really, really fucking good. You know what I mean? So it's not that it's by all means great. Like, that's how I feel about a lot of anime. There are great anime like JJK, Demon Slayer, that have huge popularities, but would I call it the greatest anime of all time? Hell no. But for some reason, a lot of people resonate with it, and I understand why. My favorite shows I know that are anime aren't going to get the same level of recognition as, you know, some of these bigger titles, because a lot of people like big flashy explosions and great animation. And I hate to say it, but a lot of anime aren't like that. A lot of anime aren't like Chainsaw Man. A lot of good stories aren't like JJK or Demon Slayer. Like there's a little bit more nuance going on. And I think there's a difference between popularity and quality, because quality for the masses, they just see something and they enjoy it. And a lot of it can boil down to surface level intuition, what we enjoy. And there is a science to it. I mean, look at Marvel movies, right? Like Infinity War and Endgame. It was a phenomenon. That is an art within itself for being an entertainment value. Does that mean it is the greatest work ever? Is a Marvel movie the same, like on the same standing as Apocalypse Now or some of the greatest films like Godfather Part 2? No. it does not stand anywhere close to Blade Runner, you know? Or I will say Dune Part 2. Absolutely, yeah, cinema. And Batman, I would say the Batman is also pretty good. And The Dark Knight. But would Marvel movies stand up to them? No, absolutely not. But again, it's a different metric. And that's how I feel about what I think will happen to webtoons with the same way it happened to anime, where it's the My Hero Academia, it's the Bleach, it's the Naruto, it's the like what the kid, like the Anime Man, the whole controversy with them, right? They blew up talking about these rom-com animes or all the weird ecchi tropes. They made jokes about that. And then when it boils down to their actual anime ratings, I can't believe that even judging just the pilots, they rated Yu Yu Hakusho so low. If you're talking about pilots, it is S tier. Yu Yu Hakusho has probably one of the greatest hooks in all of anime. And I stand by that because not only does it set up the story going forward, but it has this emotional beat and it really begs the question, like, even if you think your life is worthless, when you pass away and you look down upon everything you missed out on and the people in your life, in your life, you get to see it from a completely different perspective and it will change you. And that's why I love Yu Yu Hakusho's first episode. But the anime man hated it. And that's why there was a whole controversy of them trashing OG anime, you know, the classics like Dragon Ball. That was insane. I can't believe they posted that and didn't realize that. Yeah. Solo leveling got up there because but solo leveling is good. Don't get me wrong. I hate people saying it's not good. It got popular for a reason. It is still quality. I just don't think it is the best of the best. I would say it's really good. I just don't, again, it's a really good Marvel movie, but it's nowhere near like iconic classic pieces of fiction. You know what I mean? But yeah, aura farming, I think the aura farming thing argument is kind of lame because solo leveling, as much as it does that, I think also the leveling system and establishing what My Hero Academia did for anime with manhwa, where a lot of manhwa that delve into regressions or this kind of like quest window-esque setup, right? This lit RPG setup, borrow a lot from solo leveling. So that's what I guess the world building and the way they set up the mechanics of the world, I think that's what made solo leveling popular. Not only the aura farming, of course, because that's there, but I also think there's a lot more that people aren't giving solo leveling credit for. Yeah, Greatest Estate Developer, though, it did. What I love about Greatest Estate Developer, though, is it built one of my personal favorite protagonist tropes, which is the silly, chaotic, albeit sometimes evil protagonist who really has a certain goal to save everyone, but the way he goes about it is so humorous, it's so funny, and the story keeps you engaged that way. And then to answer your question, yeah, I did see the new Demon Slayer movie. I thought it was really good. The animation is probably the best the series has ever had, and you can tell the budget went into that, but also just the talent of the animators. I hate saying that, by the way. The budget, yes, the budget increased, but the animators to pull this off deserve their props too, because that was phenomenal. Do I think it's the best arc / best moments within the series? No, I still think the best moments were within the Entertainment District arc for sure, because beginning to end it was peak. That being said, I still think there were some really high highs within the Demon Slayer movie, and I was happy about that. One of the greatest pilots to me was the Chivalry of Failed Knight because it was really good. Yeah, I know about that one too. Grace anime, it really did get anime of the year because of aura farming, all the little clips on TikTok. Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. The problem I have with it is people are glazing it because of aura farming, and a lot of people are hating it because of aura farming. I think both are wrong. I think to value a series for what it is and what it accomplishes well is very important. And when you sit here and say, "Oh yeah, no, it just did aura farming," that is it's a disservice to what solo leveling did for the genre, for the lit RPG genre. And like really boosted the popularity of a lot of manhwa and was the basis for a lot of stories that were created, that some even surpassed solo leveling in terms of story, in terms of stakes, that I've personally read, that I've enjoyed a lot. So, but yeah, no, I still think solo leveling, yes, the fights, again, it's less the aura farming part and more just the flashy action and the cool music that a lot of people like get that funny feeling in their brain where it's like, ooh, this is peak. This is what good storytelling is. And I'm like, no. And you're going to learn that soon with the future of solo leveling, because I feel like there's a point where it starts to not get as good. I think the Ant Chimera ants. I call them the Chimera ant arc, but it's really the Jeju ant arc. I thought that was one of the highs of the series. I hate to say it, they don't reach it as much later on, and it sucks. The animators need a standing ovation for real. They went hard on Demon Slayer movie. Yeah, they did. I thought, even with the pacing feeling weird because it felt like a series condensed into a movie. And it's only part 1 of 3, by the way, right? The Akaza fight versus Tanjiro and Gyu. Oh! Everything about that was so hype. And I love Zenitsu. Zenitsu was the second best fight by far. But Tanjiro's flashback to the Akaza, to learning about his tragic backstory, that to me was the heart of the film. And that's why I would give this one the story I would give probably a 7 for sure, especially with pacing. But I also don't, it's going to be flawed in its nature because it's an adaptation. And when the source material itself with pacing is a little bit flawed, you can't really fault the animators for that. So as a movie adaptation, it's probably like a 9. But as like, if you're judging it as the whole product, I would give it a 7. Again, it's not bad. It's really good. I'll even give it a 7.5. But I know a lot of people were like disappointed or hating the pacing of Demon Slayer, especially the Infinity Castle, where it's like, whoa, what about these characters? They were just running around. Or, you know, it's like, why so many flashbacks, which they haven't seen in anime, specifically Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has a lot of flashbacks. And it's still not egregious pacing. I've seen some really bad pacing, and I'm talking about One Piece here. But yeah, I still very much enjoyed it. It was a great theater experience, and yeah, I'm excited for part 2 and 3, for sure. I don't care about aura farming. I enjoyed it, but I'll be so real. It doesn't close to actual webtoon. It's not like saying anime is bad, but reading is a different experience. Yeah. And that too, I still think the preferred medium for webtoons is the webtoon format, because you get so many different like stark colors, some of the most beautiful like locations just visualized on your screen, and just moments where you're scrolling up and it's like a boom. It just surprises you. You can't. You're right. You can't really replicate that the same way that a webtoon can. Akaza quoting Rengoku was so cold. Yep, for real. I need a Yoriichi movie. Need to see that man put the fear of God into Muzan. Have a movie. It'd be so cold. Yep. Yeah. No. I think they're going to get there. I haven't read the manga. My friends have, but again, this movie, it was just part 1. And so the tough part about judging the Demon Slayer movie is you can't really rank it as a normal movie because it's part 1 of 3 and a continuation of a series. So you gotta pay attention to the series, and I know a lot of critics haven't done that. So I think critics are in a tough place because they're like, well, we didn't watch the series, yet we're trying to follow along, and I think they judged it based on that. So it's just tough. But yeah, I mean, overall, I still think it is worth going to see in theaters, especially with some fight scenes. The only other thing, it might have been my theater, the audio was so loud for some reason. I'm not talking like loud as in surround sound. I'm talking the speakers were peaking at parts during some of the dialogue. And I was like, wait, is it supposed to be peaking the speakers? But as the movie went on, it went away. So I think it was the theater, but it was just weird to me. Let me tell you something. Yoriichi, the man who in his old age still beat Upper Moon, won and only died due to old age during the fight, is just a little over Ara. Bro, are you spoiling stuff? I haven't read the manga, dude. I went to see it with my girlfriend in the 4XD room, so I got like little sprays of water and chairs moving. It was so much fun. Oh, so when what is it? When there's like insane shit going on with what is it? Tanjiro fighting Akuza with the water breathing technique. Did you get splashed in the face? Is that what happened? Or what's that dude's name? The one that decapitated one of the demons when they were tending to Zenitsu. Is it Haruta? Is that his name? You know the side character Haruta. I think that's his name. I don't know. I think I'm saying his name wrong. Oh well, we'll figure it out. He's one of the side characters, but yeah. Oh, okay. This ain't spoilers, by the way. This guy Yorchi is the guy who actually made the sun breathing, first breathing, where all the breathing scenes. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Coral. I don't know anything about Demon Slayer past a certain point, so just wanted to make sure. The fight scenes went so intense. Yeah. Oh no, they did. I think that's where the movie shot. But here's the thing. I still think, and this is the problem with just anime fandom nowadays. And I mean, of course, the anime, man, the whole controversy happened, of course, but it's also just a part of anime tourism with a lot of people getting into anime within the 2020s because of COVID. I also see it as a little bit of a problem when something gets popular way too fast, because a lot of people are going to see this movie and either hate it to death, or a lot of people are going to see it and love it to death because of the flashy action. That's just how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And I'm not one to hate, but I feel like there are parts of the anime community that should have been gatekept. And when you have a lot of people saying that this is the greatest anime movie of all time, or one of the worst, I'm like, you're doing it a disservice. Because you're not looking at it within its entirety, and you haven't even looked at it within a trilogy of movies. Like, wait till all 3 movies come out, and then you could also have your thoughts. But like, come on. I just also hate the idea of people saying it's the greatest anime movie ever, and they haven't seen a single anime movie outside of this. You know what I mean? Yorichi is long dead, but also why Muzan was scared of Tanjiro's earrings, because they were originally Yorichi's, and Muzan was deathly afraid of Yorichi and almost got killed by him. Oh, okay. That's why. That makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know, the whole anime tourism argument, I think it's a little bit silly, because it's branding everyone who jumped into anime as the weirdos that ruined anime. But I also feel like there's a lot of genuine people who want to get into anime, including some of my friends who got into anime because of COVID. But they're getting into a lot of good shows, and they're normal about it and respectful. Yeah, and I've had this conversation on stream, I believe, where we're talking about like gooners and stuff, and how gooning and all people want from anime is just, oh, we want more gooning material. You know, it's just like, that's not all anime is about. Of course, you'll have genres that cater to that, but come on, what about the days of Clanad or Angel Beats and whatnot? You know, just like the emotional, was it Your Line April? Like, we had a lot of good rom-coms, emotional, dramatic ones. We got some horror, psychological horror stuff, like Death Note, Parasite, you know, all the good classics. Code Geass. Well, I mean, Code Geass did have some questionable scenes in there, but for the most part, I felt like it was a lot better back in the day, because you had at least a lot of variety, which nowadays you have a lot less, but the quality is increasing. But yeah, no, I think you're an anime tourist if you think that shows nowadays are infinitely better than old shows, because it goes to show that you have no respect for it. Because if you did, you would watch these shows and give them a chance, and just because the animation may be a little bit older than your current shows doesn't mean it's bad. Because I'm going to be honest, Code Geass is a perfect show. Same thing with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Same with Yu Yu Hakusho. We don't count that final season. Yeah, they're masterpieces. And if you don't recognize Hunter x Hunter, sorry, we can't be friends. Came back from a 15-hour shift. I'm tired for real. Dude, that sounds rough. I also just got back from work. What was it? I would say 3 hours ago. Gurren Lagann had the best show and movie. Well, Gurren Lagann, amazing. FLCL, Fooly Cooly. Yeah, and I'm not even a Fate, but I know Fate was like iconic for a lot of people. You know how much revenue the Fate series has generated? It's like an insane amount. Or Toradora. As much as I'm not a big fan of the ending, I still think Toradora is pretty good. I hate this rom-com, but Golden Time, you know, a lot of people did appreciate that. Magic Kaido, great show, heavily underrated, wanted season 2. Yes, it did, but one of the funniest things about Magic Kaido to me was that it was set in the Detective Conan universe, and anything crazy that happened, it was like Scooby-Doo. Anything crazy was explained, oh, it was this contraption or this mystery, this hoax that someone put on. And then you get to Magic Kaido, and they're like, no, magic definitely exists in this universe. I'm like, that's so funny to me. Like something that's like should be like, oh yeah, no, this is a very grounded story. And then Magic Kaido is like, yeah, there's this like witch lady who can make magic. Steins Gate, another great anime. Yep. Other than the actual women who uses magic in Magic Kaido, everything else is explained by science. No. I know. I'm just saying that one lady kind of breaks the rules of the universe by saying, yeah, no, there's legitimate magic in this world. I just think it's funny. But no, Magic Kaido's still great. No, and that's why I love Magic Kaido. Like Gundam, the Gundam series, Gundam Wing, like Witch from Mercury. Oh my god, that was a great one. And that actually ended really, really well. I was expecting it not to end in a great way. Yeah, but like, again, it's just like, to me, anime tourism, it may be a bane of existence to a lot of old anime fans because they disrespect and spit on a lot of the great classics. But you also have to understand it's more the mainstream getting involved within the anime community. And of course, they have their preferences of what they like and what they don't, and they will let their opinions be known. And it just is what it is. With every wave of anime fans, they have these expectations, and, you know, he's got to take it in stride. And even if they have dog shit takes, like, you know, like Doraemon is awful, one of the worst shows ever made. I'm like, you mean the foundation for a lot of children's television? Like, as Akidira said, like the Mickey Mouse equivalent in Japan, Doraemon, got rated so low. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Crazy stuff going on. But again, I think shit opinions are shit opinions. What are you going to do about it? And like Fairy Tail. Like, I love Fairy Tail. Again, it's like, you had to be there. And maybe it's also a part of, you got bullied a lot or picked on a lot if you mentioned you like anime. Nowadays, it's almost like you get bullied for not liking the popular shows or thinking they're the greatest things ever, like JJK and Demon Slayer. And I'm like, okay, what are we doing? like the people who love the popular series are now pretending like they know more than people who've been watching anime for several years now. And I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not a COVID anime watcher. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad I'm not an anime tourist. I'm a certified weeaboo. I will hold that badge of honor. I was picked on for liking Fairy Tail. I was picked on for just liking not liking My Hero Academia season 3 because I thought it was going downhill, and everyone laughed. Everyone was like, no, My Hero Academia is one of the greatest anime of all time. It can do no wrong. Well, look at where they are now. Just also got my first official PC and it's so peak. Well, congratulations, Coral. That's awesome. Dude, I think, and here's my take with gaming. I think consoles are becoming so predatory right now. And I think the biggest offender of that is Nintendo. I think their business practices, and a lot of people have echoed this, but I'm going to piggyback on what, Moist Critical said. And I think Nintendo is not a great company. I think they make some of the best products in the world with Pokemon games and, just any of their Mario series. It's phenomenal, but their business practices and their prices are outrageous. And $80 for a game, not including DLC. That's rough. So I've always encouraged PC gaming, especially nowadays when indie games are coming out with like a full completed game that you can download and play without relying on it, Yeah, it's so annoying. They got their patent of summoning. I heard about that. It's because I watched Moist Critical. He's been like up to date on that, so he's been helping me out. But he was saying he thinks they did that mainly for Pal World to like further drive a nail in the coffin for the whole Pal World lawsuit. That's why that was done. It wasn't necessarily to harm anyone who does that. It's more just to keep attacking Pal World. But yeah, no, that's so crazy though. Yeah, and everyone, it was funny. I genuinely thought because everyone kept tattling on Pal World, they're like, hey, Nintendo, are you going to do anything about this? Hey, Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo. I thought for sure, since they said nothing, they were going to leave it alone. It just happened very later. I think they were gathering all their lawyers and drafting up like the perfect lawsuit. That's what happened. But yeah, no, it's just, yeah. I got 2 monitors, keyboard and mouse, the PC itself, which is 32 gigabytes of RAM, 4060 Ti, 2 gigabytes, i7, all for like under 400. That's insane. That's actually pretty sick, dude. Yeah, and as someone who, I have 2 monitors actually right here. One for gaming for when I stream in-game content, which we'll be playing Nod Krai in a bit. But one also for my streaming software. I am a big advocate for dual screens. I also like watching YouTube videos whenever I play games, when I have to grind for materials. Fair play to Pal World, though. They were fine. Yeah, they were. No, they were. I knew, though, it was a losing battle. I think they knew, too. It's a losing battle. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 3. If I had the money, probably. But I think you're right. I think it's a little excessive for 3. Unless you're doing something extra with the 3rd monitor, And you have the space for a 3rd monitor. I don't. That's why I'm satisfied with the 2 that I have going on right now. So, yeah. Yeah. But by the way, speaking of, did you see the Garnt's anime, Giguk's anime, Baan? I thought this was gonna be a show. It's just a short film. But holy shit. Did Giguk cook, by the way? If we want to talk about gatekeeping, I hope it's not gatekept. This is what I think for the mainstream, it's gonna do a lot of good. Because it's gonna increase interest in, I think, wanting higher quality anime. Or the desire to look at qualities that aren't just flashy animation and more focusing about world building, about story, about character, using a world's visuals to show, not tell. Yeah, I think, and I mean, I watched a video after of him talking about it. He said that the biggest complaint he's received is it was too short, and I agree. I think genuinely one of the best, and this is spoilers for Baan if you haven't seen it. I highly recommend you just watch it now before coming back here, because it is a wonder what he was able to accomplish. And my favorite part of it is the timeline displacement. You see, you think it's happening simultaneously with the portal, and the way they do it is so beautifully done. And you learn, no, it is the past and the present both going on simultaneously as you're watching. And it's cutting back and forth between the past and present, but you don't know that until the very end. And yeah, it was amazing. And I am very patiently waiting for a series. Speaking of anime stuff, the series is watching Dragon Prince, getting a sequel, Dragon King, and now Zuko's voice actor as the dragon, and the trailer looks peak. Yeah, the Dragon Prince. I think I've watched a majority of season 1. It's the 3D one, right? And there's like a little boy that. Yeah, the Dragon Prince. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I mean I saw a lot of spoilers for it, but I watched it. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the Dragon Prince. I just don't think I just have to get back into it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was coming out weekly that I just stopped, and I was like, I want to wait for it to finish and then I'll binge it. That's what happened. I know it's Zuko's voice actor. I mean, he's a really good voice actor. I understand why. Yeah, I think the biggest problem with shows like that, it's not a problem against them personally. It's just how people view things. It's a 3D animated show. And usually a lot of people get turned off by 3D animation. I hate to say it. I really do. But that type of style, I think, is very off-putting to a lot of people. And it just takes a little bit of time to get used to. And once you do, it becomes a great ride. But until that point, a lot of people won't give it a chance. And I think that's the biggest problem for Dragon Prince. Because it could gain a larger following if people actually sat down and invested time in watching it. But I think that was like the biggest hurdles. I think the art style put off a lot of people. Yeah, but that's right, Coral. You had to get used to the 3D style. What's the other one that I have to watch? I've heard really good things about Nimona. It's kind of like that. It's just like it is. You probably know it's gonna be a great movie, right, or show. But the problem is you have to get into watching it, and it's just gonna take a little bit to get into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, opens the door to other great shows and movies that are underrated. I agree though. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other 3D that I think really go under the radar when it comes to shows. I can't think of any on the top beyond Nimona and Dragon Prince. I can't think of anything on top of my head. But I know there are shows out there that fall under the same trap of it's a 3D animated show. We are not watching it. And it's unfortunate. It really is. Especially, but here's the thing. Yeah, another Netflix gem is Wolf King, released a year ago, but it just got season 2. It's pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Well, what's surprising to me is so Netflix is a little bit weird when it comes to animation. Sometimes they'll have some of the best shows or movies ever made. Or not even ever made, like just really good shows. And then they'll have absolute stinkers. And that's what like blows my mind with Netflix is they're just not consistent with their originals. And it's funny to me because it's like almost like a gamble where you want to watch something and you give it a chance and it could either stink or smell really nice. You know what I mean? Like Record of Ragnarok, I was so hyped about, and then it wasn't even animated. It was a slideshow presentation. That hurt. I was like, I could tell the story was there and it was interesting. It's just the animation was letting it down. What was it also like Son of Zeus? That one, I was so disappointed by it. I thought it was gonna be so much better than it was. I just did not like the characters. I didn't like the way the story went about. Like, oh, there's this weak character. We want him to get stronger, but he's gonna keep whining the entire way. It's like, why would I enjoy that? Why would I enjoy a character that whines the entire time? You know? K-pop Demon Hunters for real was such a high. All I'm saying, I don't know if I ever get that high again. Yeah. And that was my point earlier with the Korean boom, where it's like I think there are pieces of Korean media, it just needs to catch fire. At the trajectory that they're gonna have another hit in the next 4 years. I'm calling it now. If it isn't K-pop Demon Hunters sequels, it will be an original work from Korea that will light the world on fire. And I think it's going to be a manhwa adaptation that MAPPA does, or some big anime studio is going to do. That's going to garner the same level of studio. I will think it even will surpass Solo Leveling. It just depends on what story they adapt. Record Ragnarok was on Netflix. To me personally, peaked at the Atom fight. Like, peak started in the fight and then ended at the end of the fight. I didn't even get that far. I only watched like 2 episodes of Record of Ragnarok. Yeah, I think they'll do a manga adaptation of sorts about how they tried Lookism series. Well, here's the thing. I read Lookism. I think Lookism, I thought the adaptation was pretty good. It does not mirror what makes the original art style, which is kind of, I will say, less polished and more just sketches. That makes the series iconic. That, I think, definitely you cannot replicate within an anime because it's just so fun. That being said, I still enjoyed the Lookism series. Like the Netflix one. I thought it was pretty good. And I think it was handled much better than some of the bigger titles like Tower of God and God of High School, because they absolutely butchered that. Oh man, I hate to see that happen to those series. But Lookism just needs another chance. They just need a season 2. They need to increase the budget, especially when it gets to the later fights too. They really need to pull out all stops for Lookism. The problem with Lookism now, though, because I've caught up, I'm only 1 arc behind on Lookism, is that it just kind of loses its focus later on. And I think, and I don't mean as in loses focus as in the story beats itself. I'm talking the overall focus of what the story was about and the series was about as a whole changes to be about more something else. And a lot of people who were there for the original premise of what Lookism was about are going to be turned off by it. And that's why a lot of people are kind of frustrated with the current state of Lookism. But it's not because it's bad. It's just it changed. And a lot of people don't like change. And I'm not saying it's a good change or a bad change. I'm saying it's just change. But yeah, I would love to see more of Lookism animated. I thought they did a pretty good job. And I like the music. I mean, they got ATs singing the opening. I thought the whole rapping scene, especially the music, was well done. The animation I thought was solid. I thought it was much better than what is it, Viral Hit. I'm trying to read the manhwa, but I have to like sit down and actually get into it, because I was watching the anime and I was just so disappointed. The quality was not there, and I knew the source material was probably going to be better. So yeah. Yeah, no, it's just you. Yeah, but you definitely need like a big hitter like Lookism. If they gave Lookism an upgrade, I think a lot more people would be invested. Like, it needs the Mashal treatment. Where season 1 was good, don't get me wrong, but season 2 with it in an iconic opening, and you know, you just go crazy with just the funny gags. That's what Lookism needs. But yeah, no, I still love Lookism. I think Lookism is good. I just think it needs the attention, the money, and the willpower to make it a good adaptation. And then you'll get eyeballs on it. And it'll just take time. But we'll see if season 2 happens. It's still up in the air. I know they're heavily interested in looking at more manga adaptations in the future. So that is definitely on the plate for sure. For sure. But yeah. Oh, speaking of, if we're talking about big booms and changing, like, yeah, let's talk about, you know, Korean media gonna redefine the landscape of entertainment, which I have said this time and time again. I said, and this is where I'm really great at, is predicting major changes within the entertainment industry. I called the Into the Spider-Verse. When the first trailer dropped, I looked at it and I was like, this is gonna be a hit. It is unique, it is different, and I have 100% faith they are going to deliver. And it's going to break records. And look at Into the Spider-Verse. It's a phenomenon. Same thing with K-pop Demon Hunters. I saw it and I'm like, I think this is going to be good. And it was much better than good. So I'm really good at pointing out when a series has the potential to surpass its limits and become legendary status within the entertainment world. So speaking of, I'm actually going to jump ship and I want to talk really quickly about Ananta. Because Ananta is going to do what the K-pop Demon Hunters did for animated films on Netflix. Ananta will do that for video games, and specifically not only just gacha games, but video games as a whole. Because the trailer just dropped, and I mean, I literally posted a video about it, talking about it. But I think it's going to redefine what video games are about. Because if Ananta takes those steps to be less monetizations, be more user-friendly, more consumer-friendly, and imagine it's a free-to-play game where you can make purchases for cosmetics, because it's still going to be a gacha game, not just not for the characters, just for like any of the other extra things you want. I think it's going to be a big hit. And if you do, you can earn by playing, not by paying, but you also have the option to pay. I think it's going to be hugely profitable. And I think Ananta will redefine the landscape the same way GTA 6 will. And if those two are big hits, I think the future of gaming, and I'm reiterating what I said in my video, it will change everything going forward when it comes to a gacha game. And I will be playing it non-stop the day it releases on stream. That's how excited I am. And I have a good feeling about this. Like, there's a little bit of buzz, a little bit of conversation about it. Second trailer drops, everyone's talking about it. So I feel really good things going forward with this game, especially with the showcase in the trailer. I think it's going to be a game-defining moment where the internet is going to unite behind this game, and it's going to be phenomenal. Especially because a lot of the common complaints nowadays with gacha games is like, I want to get this character, but I have to either save up or pay for it. And now Anata's like, oh no, you have all the characters already. You can add cosmetics to them, but if you want to buy some of the other things, you can. That's the gacha component. And that could be a game changer for sure. So I am personally very excited for that, especially as someone who's a Genshin Impact player and a Wuwa player. Wuthering Waves, I don't know if it's better than Genshin. I just cleared the first world. I think I have 2 more nations / cities to catch up on before I'm fully caught up on the main story. But I've been enjoying Wuwa for sure. But Genshin Impact still has a soft place in my heart for just a lot of the good moments within the game. And I know it's a weird thing to say as someone who, you know, within this war of Genshin Impact versus Wuthering Waves, you know, I'm one of the people who stands in between is like, I like both. I'll eat both cakes. I may be an Ananta stan for sure, depending on how the game goes. I just think also the way they will handle the open world, like mechanics, how much freedom you will get outside of just doing the normal story, that will define how the game is received and how successful the game will be. If they let you do as much as you can, like in GTA, I think it's going to be a huge hit. And I think that's what they're going for. And you can arrest people for sure, but I think what would be fun too is if you could like be a villain and start like a villain faction. And you can like choose between, it's like, hey, do you want, like, because it's going to be a multiplayer, like online multiplayer. If you could like attack people who like form this villain coalition, you could form like a hero squad with the police and fight them. That would be so cool. Like creating these different factions within the city and like just be destroying everything. Like, I don't know how they would pull that off, but if they could, that would be so fun. Because again, it's more about the freedom and letting the gamers do what they want that I think a lot of people have been craving. And all these fictional games like Shangri-La Frontier, and what is it, 99 level wooden stick, and all these like games that are in webtoons and anime, sort of online, right? Like everything fantasizes about having that freedom to do whatever you want. And if you can tackle that within a game, I could see full dive in Ananta. That's how excited I am. Is imagine going full dive in this game where you could do whatever you want. And of course, yeah, you could form your own fictional harem, I guess, because of all the hot females. Like that, you got your male demographic there, especially young guys, people within my age bracket for sure. Yeah. Like again, I think it is so funny to me that I think we've gone to a point where a lot of people just were like, yeah, we just want more Gooner games. even the female gamers, like they like to claim otherwise, but I'm like, look, we're all the same. We're all human in this world. Like I know Love in Deep Space. I played it. I think it's a fun game before it destroyed my memory on my phone. But yeah, look, you have Love in Deep Space for women. You're gonna have a lot of Gooner anime games for men. I envision world peace this way. I think men and women should have the same things. Very simple. Men should have the games that cater to them that they love. Women should have the things that cater to the video games that cater to them that they love. You know, why can't we have both? And let's leave each other alone and just enjoy the things we want without criticism, without making fun, without insulting each other. Let's just vibe, you know? Everything's a party. Let's all just have a good time, you know? You don't hit me, I won't hit you, kind of thing. That is world peace right there from Seyorias. Like, let the men and women goon in peace. God, I can't believe I said that. That's kind of cringe on my part. But like, I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And I think also, like, for sure, do I believe in serious games that take itself a little bit more seriously, dramatic, have a story or theme to say? Absolutely. You like definitely have those games too. All I'm saying is we can have as many things as we want. If you're an artist and you want to do it, do it. That's all I'm going to say. Like, of course, nothing illegal. Like, no one's saying that. But I'm saying in terms of interest, in terms of what the people want, just do it. This is a point I've screamed from the rooftops. I've reiterated this point so many times. And it's just, it is what it is. Like, you know, you guys can get Gojo. It's like a trade-off, right? Like the girls can get Gojo. I want Esdeath. Like the boys can get Esdeath, you know? It's just like trade offer. Get the hot women and men in here, okay? Like that's what I love about Lookism and a lot of manga adaptations. You got hot men and women. There we go. Okay, ladies, you can goon to the men, and then the men can goon to the women. It's single file, guys. And then I guess let's be honest, the real winners at the end of the day are probably the bisexuals, right? And bisexual men and women are probably loving my proposition right now because they're like, 2 cakes, yes! Instead of fueling this gender war, like, come on. Come on, let's have some fun. And again, this isn't a point to say let's harass women, let's harass men. I think that's fucking stupid. Like, let's be honest, if you think that, you're too internet brain. You need to touch grass. You need to have a conversation with an actual person. Because real men and women don't act that way in real life. And the more that you go outside and talk, you'll realize that quick. Because you're going to be ostracized for your insane worldview. Because a lot of things that you see, whether it's videos on YouTube, the games you play, the stories you read, do not reflect on reality the same way. Because you are living in a fantasy. So let's all play nice. Let's all have a good time. And yeah, I mean, that's just me. And I think Ananta, you know what I think would be cool for Ananta to do, actually? Let's have an open world. We have a lot of hot females in there, definitely appealing to the men. I think we should have like an Ananta, like not verbatim a copy, not a carbon copy, but let's have an open world for the females. You know, you got the hot men in, you know? Kind of like Love and Deep Space, or open world Love and Deep Space. There we go, you know? Just for the women out there. I got you, women. I'll help you guys out. I'll pander to the female demographic here, just as I pander to the male demographic, you know? We need hot people. How about we have more hot people in the world? You know, I don't care if they're evil. If evil, why hot? You know what I mean? Anyways, that was a weird fucking tangent. I don't know. My brain goes to places sometimes, and I just am like, what am I fucking saying, dude? I'm fucking losing it. That's what's going on here. Well, since we're at it, I feel like it is important that we jump into some Nod Krai. Speaking of stories, by the way, Nod Krai just dropped, and I am actually saving up some pretty primo gems for the next character, and we will see if we have enough or if this character is worth it. But I'm excited because this is not even Shneznaya. This is Nod Krai, which is not even a big part of... There's not even a Shneznaya yet.
We've been in Nod Krai for a while now, but we still don't know much about this place.
Ooh.
Now we've got some free time. Why don't we go explore Nasha Town for a bit?
Let's claim. Okay. Ooh, whoa, okay. Confirm. I haven't played this in a while. Let me switch, by the way, so we switch to Genshin.
The abyss is like the world's shadow.
Oh my gosh. Invite character. Oh, I can invite a character to join? Who should I do?
It's always there.
All right, let's see this banner. Okay, Lorna. Okay, I have 32. How many do I have total? 11. So I don't have that much. Cool, 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 I guess. Okay, we have 2 Dendro characters. Let's test run. Let's do that. Let's do that while we wait. Dendro, support character who enables her party members Lunar Bloom reactions. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right, let's try Lorna.
Leave this place.
By the frost moon of old.
With one heart, we pray. Our poor lost land.
Oh, do you hold the skill?
Luscious the moonlight.
Oh, it's a tutorial. Okay. That's why.
Forest, protect us. For the everlasting forest. Stay your...
Witness the power of Gua. Rain out. The temple of wisdom.
I don't know how I feel about
Out
this.
of my way.
The lunar stuff.
This way through.
With one heart, we pray.
Committed to memory.
Branches a song.
Rim cutter. Sharing my knowledge. This way through.
For the everlasting forest.
Yeah, she's so weird to play. I don't like this.
No, my soul.
Okay, we cleared the stage, so I don't have to play her. Yeah, we're definitely not saving up for her. All right, let's just jump into Nod Krai. Oh yeah, we're also level 100, so we can probably ascend to level 100. Ascension limit. Yep. I just want to close my mail. Quests. I think it's time to go to confirm. We have to skip. Oh my gosh. That's actually crazy. Here, since no one's talking right now, Coral, I think Coral went to bed. I understand because you had a long day at work. Let's close this so there's more screen to see. Okay, embark on a new journey. Where do we go? Let's see where Nod Krai is. Oh, let's actually start here. Yeah, let's go to... Okay, I still think Natlan... People hate Natlan too much. I think there's still a lot of good in Natlan. Do I feel like it's not perfect? Yeah. It's definitely probably one of the weaker nations, for sure, in terms of story. But I still appreciate a lot of the things that happened in it. Oh, Ananta, there we go. We know this character.
That is perfectly all right. My dear...
Are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
Isn't that how we roll? We're not being tailed by Starfontanian reporters.
Hey, you didn't seriously think we'd let you... Yeah, come on, traveler. And most importantly...
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nod Krai. So, we
I also am happy we're getting voice characters again. That was a while.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours? Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. You're invited too, Ananta. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Can't refuse an invitation like that. Absolutely.
Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massage?
All right.
Woohoo!
I don't like this. There's too many spies. Like right when we're about to leave the Nod Krai, there's just so many spies that just show up in Natlan. I think it's so funny. It's like, where's the security? Where's the national security on this? Like, does Natlan even have that?
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations
Who is this?
projected. About time I met
New
this
character?
variable in person.
Variable? Is that us? Is she talking about us? Why do I have a feeling that she's not necessarily evil?
There's always a point where it suddenly dawns.
This is a
sometimes
crazy boat, by the way.
the next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Oh, really?
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a
So we're going
psychological level.
further west then, right? That's where Krai is?
When did it really sink in for you? Huh. That actually kind of makes sense.
So where's Nesnaya in all this? Does Nesnaya keep going further west and wraps around the world to the east side of
What was the
Mondstadt? Is that how the world works?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, traveler, we have arrived in Krai.
Oh, what?
Paimon, traveler,
Ooh.
to Krai.
It's just a bunch of metal. Whoa. Characters. Characters. So many unlockable characters.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
Why does this feel like parts of Fontaine?
That is
You know,
correct, Paimon.
like laboratory stuff
It is
in
also the most
Fontaine.
bustling commercial hub in all of Krai.
Could this really be?
Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties.
What am I looking at?
Huh?
Yes, I found something, Paimon.
Paimon. This
Oh, I
is where
spoke.
our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Tavad.
Okay, just straight up lore drop. Just like, oh hey.
Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up.
I mean,
and
we
us
did get this
leaving the ship.
clarification in our story.
Just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Krai, or rather, a pure...
Is this the
primordial form of
moon? Like the
elemental
new
energy.
moon system?
That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Krai.
A moon that started in Krai?
Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
It certainly feels like Flizzlogen, yet somehow different. Maybe both land, light realm and the northern. There's so many power systems going on within this world. It's like you gotta keep stacking them. There's so many things going on.
Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
I think it was near a beach. That doesn't explain how you
end.
end. I mean,
In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
if we're assuming Krai is attached to a landmass that, if you keep going, will lead to Nesnaya, it is theoretically possible if the spaceship landed here, he could have traveled, got lost at sea, and ended up, you know, at the start of where the story is in Mondstadt.
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient.
Hey, it's okay if you can't. Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as
Our pleasure.
like we've crossed another boundary.
Paimon couldn't have put it better.
I like Ananta though. Ananta's an interesting character, especially with her story arc.
Well, as the
I thought the prologue for Nod Cry started off really strong. So this is giving me a lot of hope for the nation that it doesn't take a lot of build up like Natland. Ooh, amazing bots. What does this do? Oh, I can get Mora? Okay. Enter Nasha Town. Okay, what is going on here? I wonder what nations, like real life nations, were inspired Nod Cry.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Nodcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town.
Huh? What into that is that? Looks kinda
Like a Sealy?
That is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Nodcry.
Okay.
Hanky?
Kuanki.
Something to do with the moon too?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhanki,
The
are
moon
said to be
goddess,
familiars with the moon
okay.
goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to
So
things of great
is the
importance.
moon goddess a shade or... I wonder what the moon goddess is because they're probably going to bring this back into the story.
All people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Yeah,
Although
exactly.
Nodcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions. The people here have held their own
Yeah,
unique
'cause
beliefs
it's
since time
separate.
immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
That's crazy. Something that predates the 7 Archons.
So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Ooh.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits.
Oh, so we're not even supposed to run into them. They're just like a rare occurrence. So like chase after it. You just won the lottery kind of thing. What is that thing? I'll go back. I'll go back. I'm assuming that's the equivalent.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Ooh, welcome to Nasha Town. Me Miss Bruner Books Investment Portfolio, a bookstore that provides not only knowledge but also hope. Investment involves risk, for sure, but the word is that a successful investor in this portfolio has bade farewell to the days of hard labor at the harbor and embarked on a journey across the world. Let's wish this lucky traveler all the best. If you're also interested in this investment portfolio, don't miss out. Speranza's Wheel of Fortune. If you think all of Speranza's is famous for its delicious spread of hot dogs, you'd be mistaken. Don't miss the Wheel of Fortune on the side of the shop. It's a classic even with the local crowd. Never mind the repurposed roulette from the flagship. Just spin to win. Da, da, da. So it's just really just a
Are there
brochure.
any particular points?
It all looked
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty.
yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting...
Welcome to Nasha Town. Cool. I don't know what this thing is. So we're going to quickly do a detour since we don't have to go too much further. I'm going to climb up this. I'm assuming this is the equivalent of, whatchamacallit? The Pyroculus. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But it's like the equivalent of that, I feel. Right? Lunoculus, yeah. I will say I do like the design of it. It makes it look a little bit more interesting and definitely not what we're used to, especially within Genshin so far. Which also confuses me on like, okay, what is it gonna look like? You know what I mean? Shneznaya, design-wise. Whoa, okay.
Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here.
Which aspects in particular?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Krai as an adventurer's paradise. So,
I mean, I can see it. Like, there's adventure to be had. You could forge weapons and armor here,
There was
probably.
indeed an era of peace in Krai's past. The age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Krai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day,
what happened?
there came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Krai, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps. Today, no official authority governs Krai.
Ooh.
In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish and become whoever they want
Oh,
to be.
so it's just, there's no technically ruling body. It's just kind of like, you know, a paradise of
The
freedom.
adventure
Yeah.
club is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold, but according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific?
Does that
to
pose a
Krai?
great
It is a
threat?
phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location, if you don't start behaving, kid, I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks, but the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist.
Okay, so there's like a legend to
How
this.
do you like that? Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild
Yeah, I know whoever this I know creator is.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
Have faith in people of Mondstadt, Paimon. Yeah, oh, Varka. Yeah, we're gonna meet up with Varka. See, I want to see how he plays when he's unlockable. Oh, so we're gonna go flagship first then, I'm assuming? Oh, okay. Oh, let's get this. Let's get this.
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Krai actually gets to clock out? Anyway, let's come back later.
Okay, let's go back later, Paimon. Let's go into the flagship first. Oh, right here. I was like, wait, where are we supposed to go? I kind of lost track. A great anime I was watched called Tunnel to Summer.
Here
It's
we
so
are,
peak,
the
really?
flagship.
Alright, I'm gonna add it to my list, Coral.
Varka told us
Choop.
No matches. I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Well, guess we never did actually say we'd be
Oh,
around
did we not
today.
tell him we were coming?
Why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Yeah, I want to see what the Mondstadt team here is doing. Talk to the bartender.
Well, well. If it present the ineffable Inefa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Of course. Inefa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.1.
9.1.
It has Ino's approval
I
too.
can't speak. 9.12.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Ina.
Oh, so are they all working together?
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up.
Actually, it's cause Varka found out that Ina went wild after Inefa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a
Oh,
balanced
okay.
diet.
Yeah, so she was like eating just straight junk food then, probably, right?
Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and
Yeah, and
Paimon,
Varka's the
yes?
one who left us that message.
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's
So
too.
it seems friendly enough. Everyone's chill over here, I guess. I'm assuming the invaders are gonna be our
After all,
enemies,
he's
the
only one
Fatui
around
probably.
here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
The ones that are causing a lot of people to flee, not cry, right?
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising.
Do you know
now.
where he is now?
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodkrai.
Ooh.
Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it
Oh,
out.
okay.
Oh. So, we
Typical Mondstatter coming and going like the wind. Isn't that true, though?
He specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He said,
Well, if he's that confident, guess I'm...
exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room,
Oh. Okay, wait, we take it back. Varka's actually kind of chill. He's kind of that guy.
oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map,
Oh,
no worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our...
thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes early.
Oh, right.
Go to the guest room. Maybe Nod. Oh my gosh, there's a Fatui recruiter that's actually so funny. Oh, I can't attack him. No. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, this is a room. I'm assuming it's not our room. Let's go further down. Is this our room? It is. Cool.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for... But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big.
Forsaken in the wake of a
You
calamity.
mean it's got something to do with Nodkrai's hip?
I don't know. They're just friendlier than a lot of other places we've been to, Paimon. And much nicer, too. So, I mean, can you really fault the people not cry? Ooh. Playable character. Probably important.
Sorry about...
Please, there's no need to apologize.
Wait a sec.
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich.
Kirill
But
Flins.
Whoa, that's...
ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only...
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Now, what side is he on? Is he on our side or someone else's?
If only I had the time to spare.
I feel like he's
No
on our
room
side.
to stay the night.
Oh,
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodkrai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
There's something off about that lantern.
The burial grounds?
Of course, Paimon's scared. We've seen so many ghosts, Paimon. Just in leeway alone. You got this.
But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth.
This guy seems
That
cool,
is
though.
why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so
I may save
I
up for
thank you
him.
for your
He may be
concern.
cool.
But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living.
Yep. Eh?
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself.
Oh, sure. In that
Not at all. Should the opportunity, you're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand.
Yeah, this guy
Allow
seems
me to
chill.
wish you a
I
traditional
love
Latin's
Flynn's. Flynn's is a cool character.
See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What
Paimon, knock it off. Why you gotta like square up with everyone you meet?
seem pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
Did you notice anything strange about his lantern?
No. Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. Hey,
Yeah, by the graveside. We'll meet him. Leave the flagship. I don't know. I just feel like a homey vibe from Krai already. I don't know. Something about it. I feel like it's just one of the chill places that we're going to go to before like the absolute destruction that we're going to see. That is Snezhnaya. You know what I mean?
Paimon almost forgot something super important.
Spit it out.
Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
Must have left that craving by the graveside.
And now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a wait.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Huh? What's going on over
Looks like they're handing out food.
Free? Quick, let's grab some tea.
Oh no, Paimon, that's how you get invited into a cult.
Path before you.
Huh? How'd you know we were...
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You
The birds in the...
forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. I am Lauma, moon
Lauma.
chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us.
You have our sincere gratitude.
These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the moon.
Yeah, this is how Paimon becomes like your #1 follower. You just give Paimon food, and I lost a loyal companion who wasn't. Let's be honest, Paimon was not loyal to me. She just kind of stuck around, and somehow we're both alive to this. Like at this point, we're still breathing despite everything we've gone
First
through.
fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long dark. And now, with tides of Fatui swarming into Krai, driven by greed and greed alone.
Okay, she may be on our side. I'd rather
We
take
must all unite under the banner of virtue.
like what is it? This religious preacher over this. Yeah.
That's right. 2 servings each. The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show you—
Wilhelmina?
You hear that? No slacking.
But, my lady, they—
Please, you two, accept this meal.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You! Hey, whatever. Huh? Where's the meat?
Those stooges really are the worst.
Ever since they came to Nod Krai
So it seems like Nod Krai has just been like this peaceful, chill utopia
our lives have been turned
within this
completely
scrapyard,
upside down.
and like,
Judging from how they
yeah,
react,
Shinazaya's just coming to invade.
the Fatui already know who you are.
Old grudges die hard.
We have gotten in their way in pretty much every
Yep,
nation we
pretty much,
visited.
and even stop them in
Probably on
Natlan
top of their
from
blacklist by now.
retrieving the Gnosis.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, because if just as the birds and beasts, you will always be welcome.
Thank you for your kind invitation.
Again in the moon's gentle.
These are delicious. So refreshing. Looks like Ananta isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Good idea.
Yeah, let's go travel guide.
Let's see. Okay. This is Nuts and Nuts.
There's a crafting bench too.
Is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants.
Okay, so this is a restaurant.
This
Keep note.
is the Vessi Prolicha greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal. So, and this is the Rossum workshop. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa, that way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui.
Ooh.
And then over there to the west, that must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live.
Ooh.
So, what'd you think? Even if Ananta kind of stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that—
Oh yeah, I forgot Paimon's whole purpose in the story is to be our tour guide.
Right?
Still not quite Ananta's level.
Kill you to compliment Paimon? Huh?
Yes, it would.
There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
One of the storefront signs caught my eye.
Which one are you— Anyway, we're—
It's one that caught my eye that even I am like, okay. Where are we heading? Head to Curious Shop. Okay. Wait. Hold on. If I head this way, there's a statue over here. Meaning, I could unlock the whole area. If I go here. Let's see the statue. Statue of the New Moon. Ooh, okay. Whoa. That's pretty sick. Where are we? Oh my, we're north? Wait, hold on. Okay, Easy Breezy Holiday Resort. And we're north. And then there's probably stuff up here. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Then where's Snezhnaya? Is Snezhnaya up here? That's kind of crazy. I want to head to the Curious Shop before we go Adventurers Guild. Uh-oh, I'm trapped. Help. I'm clipping. Help. There we go. Go up. Ooh, elevator ride.
Lucky us. The line seems to be gone now. Hey, Catherine.
Is this not Catherine?
How ridiculous.
Oh.
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand. But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person? A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon.
Who is this?
Look very
Marionette.
closely.
Oh!
For standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
That's actually crazy. Wait, 7th of the Fatui?
A Harbinger?
You're 7th. We fought like much higher Fatui levels, okay?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you with my machines?
So all the Catherines were made by Marionette. Does it mean the Fatui have been watching our every move? That's kind of crazy though, if Catherine has always been something built, but the guild itself hasn't done anything shady. Catherine's only helped us.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will.
I mean, this is a lot because it reveals like the whole time we were doing work for the Adventurers Guild. There's been a lot.
With my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction, a side project at best. But we are in Nod Krai now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette. Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here. Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new
Yeah, until we kick your butts like every other time, okay? Your track record against us isn't good.
Judging by your massive creepy research facility. I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited option. And being the refined young lady that
I really want to fight her.
I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod Krai, Dominion of the Fatui.
That is a crazy introduction.
I'm so mad right now.
Can we chase after her?
But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing.
That they've been keeping a very close eye on us, yep.
We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Hey, the real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help?
Oh, you're so much nicer to talk to.
Catherine is confused.
Ad Astra.
Ooh, local legends? Okay. I really wanted to fight her, the marionette. But I guess it was also a show of force to be like, I've been watching you this entire time, so watch yourself. You know what I mean? Luna sigil. Okay.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else,
I know who this is. We know who this is.
first port of call. Oh dear. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real.
I mean, she is a merchant, so I know why she's here.
The deal can... Wait a minute. Oh, well. If it isn't my two most valued clients.
How'd you end up all the way over here, Dory? You know how far you'd have to travel from... That's insane. The city... The forest part of Sumeru through the desert all the way across Natlan and then to the northern part. That's crazy.
And with no small thanks to your munificent... Come. How could you just sneak into Not Cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops.
Thank the Archons we didn't tell you.
Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and
Yeah, you've also scammed us out of a lot of more, Dory. Okay.
Regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that
a clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunters. And since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my...
We literally just arrived.
My. What's that? Information, of course. Information about Nodcry. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
Oh, great. This is actually what we're after. Yeah.
I knew it. I just knew you'd appreciate...
Wow. You sure are...
What do you mean by the moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were. All competing...
Okay, so that's what's going on.
And influence.
Can't hear you, but welcome back. Can you not hear me? Too Mellow? Well, thank you, Too Mellow. And welcome back to stream. I don't know why you can't hear me. Is it because you're... Because my mic is working. I'm pretty sure everything should be working fine here. So I don't know. I think it could be something on your end.
Turbulent after the Fatui pulled down two ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters...
Okay, I want to skip through this. Dory's just going to try and scam us for information.
Really? In that case, what would you like to know about?
Tell me about the Light Keepers of Futui, Knights of Favonius.
What now? Don't you two get involved in any big...
Okay, let's talk about the Fatui then.
Here for the ancient moon's remnants, but not sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau affairs up north hide secrets wilder still.
Okay.
The Frost Moon Scions?
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions.
The Moon Goddess? Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe.
Okay.
But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a match.
Let's talk about the Fatui.
Knows they're here for the ancient moons. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you...
Oh, we've already asked about the Fatui. Okay. So just stay away from the north, which we're probably going to end up in the north. Let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, we have a bad reputation for Monsatters. Rip.
I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys, I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it.
That's crazy. We have some alcoholics in our Mount crew. Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium.
Curatorium of Secrets?
Do not, under any circumstance, secret, just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper.
Well, if Dory is saying this, that means that place is an even bigger scam.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition.
Yeah.
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp?
Oh, wait, never mind, story.
What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet. I mean,
You're really not convincing.
All right.
Yeah.
Business, but I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nod Krai, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to
Ooh.
trade favors.
Okay, so she's even a playable character.
Seriously? It feels like you're just
Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large. Why, you could feel butt when you realize what I'm saying is true.
Okay, I kind of want to see what's going on, but I also, if Dory's warning us, it could be pretty bad. Ba-dum, ba-dum. All right, Anefa's done with what she's doing.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking.
Did you manage to get every?
I did. What about
Not for now.
any progress with this?
No.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nod Krai, it is entirely
Aw.
I'm prepared for that possibility, but we can't give up.
understood. And after all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If the
Good point. And
understood.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go see your creator, Anefa. Dun dun dun. Major crisis. Okay. What the heck is this? Is this like a quick thing where we just have to finish it up and then we're just gonna do that? Notice board, notice board. Where's the notice board? Oh, it's lower. Okay, here. Check.
there's so much space on this thing, but oh,
Dear friend, you read this craft shop.
wait. Ananta needs
Sounds
help?
serious.
We should still head over and check on things.
Were we supposed to do this before? And then we can continue to see Aino or whatever. Oh my gosh, why is it so far? Why do we have to go so far? What the heck? Okay, we got some world quests going on. That's dope. Oh, and we're running through bubbles. Okay, I'm assuming that's going to be some gameplay mechanic soon, too. Okay. Let's get by these mobs. We don't want to fight them just yet. I'm just trying to get to our next place. Why is it so far away?
Ananta, we saw your notice and we're here to help.
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler are the first to arrive.
Uh-oh. Is this a major crisis?
The logic of your conclusion is
Wait. So Aino's the one who
Let's get Anefa down from there.
idea.
request not feasible. Aino has locked down the control system. Analyzing decision. I will temporarily override one of Aino's rules and inform you about the hidden control system.
Okay.
Sufficient grounds for override. Once you have located all the specific robots, you can unlock the control system. This is the backdoor Aino established for herself, as she often forgets the password.
I feel so bad for her. She's just stuck. Oh my gosh. Search for specified robots. Okay. We need to get you down from there. Where do we go? Found you. Oh, do we just have to jump up? Okay. We got 1. We got 2. And we got 3. Okay, where next? We're next. Up there, up there. Poor Nefa, dude. Oh. Are you following me? Because you're going to help out? Okay, follow me up here. We're going to get more of your buddies. Found you, found you. We got 5. Oh, more of your buddies are down there. I just need to find a way down. Found you. Found you. Found you. And we're missing one more. Where's our last guy hiding? Follow me. We are going to take the stairs. We need a higher vantage point. And I'm assuming this platform, if we go up...
Detecting companions in need of help. Assistance in progress. Marking high probability search areas.
Is it up here? Is our last guy hiding up here? What? Where are you hiding? Okay, so they're all somewhere here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to quickly grab the viewpoint. Okay. All right, we're gonna find everyone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you guys are hiding somewhere. I'm gonna find you all. 5, 6. Edge of the map. Are you hiding somewhere over here on the edge of the map? Oh, not too far, not too far, not too far. We don't want to fail the mission. Okay, this guy's hiding up here. So we gotta jump up and get him. That will be 7. This will be 8. Oh, we found it. Haha.
What a crazy hiding spot. Aino wasn't taking any chances, was she?
We got it. Beep beep.
Zing zap, mechanical claw backup control system now online. Command confirmed. Shut.
That looked like it hurt. Poor Nefa, dude.
Inspection in progress. All functions normal. I am unharmed.
So,
Compiling relevant data.
oh, that is
So this
I
is the
used
major
that.
crisis.
If Aino manages to use her genius for destructive purposes, all of Nodcry will be facing a crisis the likes of... When I attempted to stop her, she trapped me with that device. Fortunately, I was...
Oh,
correct. According to my calculations,
yeah.
fortunately, you arrived just in time. Aino...
You got it. Wait.
Now we can go. Persuade Aino.
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nodcry. So much so that many creatures have evolved.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvak? Don't be scared. We'll get you out of there soon.
All right, how do we get this bird out of here? Oh, okay.
Oh, it worked. Off you go now, little one.
And we're back here with this giant arm. Wait, we were here earlier. Did we just do a big loop?
Here we are.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon.
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created.
Aw. Well,
I missed her too.
let's not keep her waiting.
Yeah, let's go inside and meet this inventor. Even though I kind of know what she probably looks like already, based on the trailer. Where do I go? Okay, we're at Aino's house. I'm so confused on where we're supposed to go. Is this how it is? Is it a little bit confusing at the start?
Clink, clank, clink.
There we go.
Time to move out.
I know. A whiz kid inventor from Nod Krai, the owner of the Clink Clank Crumb Cake Craft Shop. Her little mind seems overflow with countless marvelous ideas sufficient to turn scraps into masterpieces. Da, da, da.
Our objective is simple. Track down the thief and save our comrade.
That's crazy.
I know.
Inuffa, how did you get free? I thought the Kuva. You can't do this, Aha! So you had help.
Ooh.
Don't even think of trying to stop me. I don't care. And we have to go now. Or Crumclank's 70% sweet will get dismantled and sold for parts. Clinklank Legion, move out.
Move out.
What do we do?
I know sugar intake has already exceeded normal levels this month, but given the present situation, are either of you carrying anything sweet with? Desserts are the only thing that can get Aino to calm down, and I've already
That's
used up the
crazy.
lot that I had prepared.
Murderous intent solved by sweets. Okay.
Not one to leave. Let the. Fine.
I know.
Of course,
Why don't you
Paimon
calm
has
down for a second and
emergency
have some
snacks.
Oh, still treating me like a kid, huh? At least it worked. Listen, I know you guys think I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But this wasn't this was a robot I was about to add to the workshop, just like Ananta. Even though I'm the one who gets looked after most of the time. But still, it's a I know.
It's. I probably would have done the same.
Really?
Yep. But rushing into action.
We can come up with a plan together. We'll help you get.
Thanks. And, about earlier? I'm sorry enough. Phew.
Let's go back to the workshop.
She was gonna start an invasion because one of the robots was taken. That's crazy. This robot better be worth it. I want to meet Varka already. Can we skip Aino?
Job well done, everyone.
Of course, Paimon's happy.
Okay, so how is theft handled in that?
Unfortunately, Nod Krai is a largely autonomous, which means calling.
See? That's why we have to take it into our own hands.
That's crazy.
Cry upside down. See, what choice do I have? The thief somehow dodged my whole security system.
Analyzing options. If their goal is Mora, the thief will likely head to Nasha Town.
Nasha Town, huh?
It is not the best idea. Perhaps you can get started on the workshop's order backlog in the meantime. Keeping
About that, Crumclank's core was built using a special kind of power, I wanted to test it out. So I took orders that I knew would require, but with Crumclank missing, there's no way I can get them done.
Analyzing other solutions.
Lucky? Wait, the Traveler can what? How?
Calculations complete. Traveler, I would like to enlist your services to help Aino clear the workshop backlog.
Come on, no need for.
Much appreciated.
Nope, I'm gonna do that too.
I
need you here, Ananta. Someone needs to. Besides, rescuing our stolen comrade.
Then I will defer to you, Bob.
All right, Clink Clank Legion, move out.
She's an interesting character.
Well, she is the boss of the workshop and a capable.
No problem. Just.
Okay, what's going on? Okay, I have a bunch of new missions now. Cool, I guess. All right, let's teleport back. Oh, did he spot us?
Let's see. We haven't actually been in Krai that long, so we don't know much about.
I can't believe she's a Hydro-based character. All right, how do we search for a thief? We just look for someone who's selling.
Know this place like the. We could honestly. Terrible idea.
Dang, Paimon's talking Central, and this would usually be a Paimon idea. Adults do bad things here.
Maybe we should ask an.
And Effa really is like the guardian here.
Let's just. Okay.
Absolutely everything. Turns out I was right all along.
If the thief's plan was to.
Oh, you're looking for a blacksmith? To be honest, I consider myself more of a researcher motivated by personal interest.
I love her design, by the way. This is unique.
You're here in person?
Something terrible has happened, so I had.
Wow, someone had the nerve to steal from your workshop?
Maybe you should describe what Crumclank 70% sweet looks like, Aino.
Oh, no need. I know style. But the only thing that's come my way recently is,
Yeah, maybe. Well,
She seems like a chill person. It does feel like a world separated from all of Teyvat already, though. This feels like a different game, I will say. What the heck? What are you doing here? It's fun seeing all these characters from other places come in to Nod Krai. It's really a melting pot. That's what they were stressing.
the Voynich Guild. If we want to see if a transaction took place.
Welcome to the Voynich Guild. Heavens above! If it isn't the owner of the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop herself. And quite a rare one at that. We're always sending orders out to your workshop, but rarely do we have the pleasure of doing business in person. Are you looking to sell one?
Sell? Actually, one of Aino's bots was stolen. So we wanted to see said any record of a sale.
I see.
Duh.
I wish the Voynich Guild could offer you some sort of
Oh, okay.
I feel like he's suspicious. That close up on the... But then again, I think he's okay. Oh, okay.
Wait, is that a Fatui agent over there? Maybe our thief, but Ananta says most Fatui agents are... Hello?
Stop right there. I don't do business out in the open, so we'll talk.
Faction? I don't believe...
Ah, so someone we don't want to mess with. Is there a con...
Oh, we're not here to settle...
Of course not. I don't accept stolen property.
True. Well, it seems like we've exhausted all our options here. Where else should we look? Let me think. Right. There's one more place we haven't searched. That shop.
It's probably gonna be here, isn't it? Oh, are we gonna run into her again?
Ananta told me about it. If you can pay, there...
Welcome. Please feel free.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay.
Can I help you?
One of my bots was stolen
Is it valuable?
That's Dory's business. Turn a profit?
In that case... apologies. We have no rec...
It's okay, I know. We'll think of something.
Oh, well, if it isn't Aino and her
Jehoda?
friends, asking around Nasha Town for intel, are we? You're lucky you didn't get swindled 6 ways from Sunday.
Who is this? Most capable employee of the Curatorium of Secrets, a young treasure hunter, active in Krai. She seems reckless, like a lone boat swaying amidst the wind and waves, utterly lack, blah, blah, blah. She's remind me of Amber, personality-wise.
It's you. Okay, now that was just uncalled for.
I'm assuming she's playable too.
Use it. Now listen. Word on the street is someone stole one of your constructs.
Yes, we know.
Construct?
Oh yeah, Animo. Okay, definitely playable.
How did you know?
Your intelligence mission or whatever. But you're in luck, I know. Be smart as a whip. She navigates the major factions with ease. Always with her.
I like her design though, especially the eyes.
Krai. If you want to get back,
who is?
Who? Me, of course.
Crumclank is doomed.
What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a liability or something?
That's crazy.
With me on your side,
You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you.
Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? Well,
Yehoda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. I know really cares about...
That's it. I'm done.
Let's find out who the thief is. Oh, so there's treasure hunters here, I guess.
All right, I don't see Crumclank. Have some patience and hear the professional out. Now, Aino's style is super unique. When one of her creations shows, you might look like an easy target, but everyone knows you've got me. Not an above-board one anyway, but...
Wait, but...
Maybe, but that doesn't mean there aren't any rules. My boss sets them, and there are people who follow them, and based on the intel I have, this market deals almost exclusive... The key to a market like this is operating.
We have to wait.
That's nothing.
Now you listen up. Crumclank belongs to...
Sheesh, this kid's got a temper.
Whoa.
It's all right. I mean, it's The kid built up the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop all on her own. And I'm sure, for her, these spots are...
It's gonna be hard for her.
I know that.
I know. Yehuda's just right. Oh, fine. If we have to wait.
All right, let's wait 2 days.
Took some convincing.
I knew it. Okay, let's wait 2 days.
Hey, Yehuda! Wow!
My intel network never...
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my...
Wow, she came in guns a-blaze.
My.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for.
Which one?
No thieves here. Only shrewd business people. Speaking of...
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale?
I love how I know just like, let's blow our cover.
Both of you? Get out of...
It's clear you two have no... Even if Miss Aino is willing... As you can see, this kid's creations are a hot commodity.
I don't care! Inefa's not for sale, and neither is Krumklank. But the Traveler was... Yeah.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than I thought. If we want information, the front desk...
I mean, we could continue, but I kind of want to finish this up.
Let me...
Our clients are free to buy or sell whatsoever they might...
That's it? No wonder this...
Wait! You guys! The first notice here is offering a huge sum of more... Krumklank was stolen!
I'm afraid it's not that simple. It's a matter of professionalism.
Krumklank is more than a robot. He's my friend.
Hey, you can't tear that down. I'm obligated to keep it up until closing at least.
What happened to remaining neutral?
Listen, we have to turn a profit somehow. If you pay more than the original customer, I'll let you cover...
Enough! This place clearly has its rules. There's no... Willing to part with large sum in return for specific robot. According to intel from an informant, there is only one of its kind. Present the robot to me.
The Frostmoon Scions?
Wait, they took it?
Krumkake craft shop is situated between the Frostmoon Enclave and Nasha Town. Over time, you get used to it. So, does that... Dessert? Yeah! Inefa is always controlling
all this.
Trying to downplay it, are we, Miss Aino? Not convincing enough to fool the various factions of...
Who are you?
Asako.
The Voynich Guild isn't the only place to make deals, you know. And when it comes to lucrative opportunities, I'm not one to discriminate. In fact, I'm the one who got someone to post the...
So you're the one who's trying to buy Krumklank.
Now, I have a fascination with this robot of yours. So here I am, right at the source. I don't
do business.
Your notice didn't talk about how you want this done. You're telling me someone of your esteem is willing to... How about this? Share the intel from your informant and the Krumkake craft...
According to my intel, this bot...
What?
Look at that cannon. It's capable of condensing...
So this bot is actually like a weapon then.
Not to mention, it takes a considerable amount of time between firings, but
If you make it smaller and easier to mass produce, you have the perfect product. Even if it doesn't quite replicate the power of that cannon. Besides, if you think about it, is that not precisely why the Frost Moon Scions, in their doctrine, Kuvaki is a sacred power? They'd consider it blasphemy to treat it as anything but. The giant cannon in Nasha Town uses Kuvaki to fend off the wild, but turning that technology into a product and allowing anyone with Mora to purchase it, now that is blasphemy. A lot of trouble could come knocking your doorstep, Miss Ananta.
Please tell me you've made some kind of...
Clank isn't a war machine. I already... He's my friend, and I'm gonna get him back no matter what it takes. So you can...
It appears negotiations have broken down.
Well, what do we do? We know Clank is with the Frost Moon Scions, so all we have to
Why
do
don't we
is
ask Loma for helmet?
Good idea!
Hold up. I should warn you. If...
So who in the Frost Moon Science took this bot? Okay, I want to see if I can actually resume this mission. All right, let's go. Teleport. Not yet unlocked. Aw, boo. We have to finish this one. Oh, we have to go all the way over here. All right, fine. Let's do it. Let's get this over with. I'm surprised we have done no fighting so far. That's what's crazy to me. It's just been puzzles. Ooh, okay. You can walk faster. That's crazy. No, I'm not doing that. We're running away. I'm sorry, but no. I don't want to die. Okay. I'm gonna go around. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Cool. Let's unlock the next area. Whoa. Okay. How many do I have? 4? Okay. That's actually crazy. That statue. All right, we're going up here.
Ah, traveler, Paimon. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect.
You saw right through us again, huh?
Bathed in moonlight,
I tell Aino to keep quiet for 1 second. And of course,
Yep.
she throws a tantrum.
Let's see what happens.
theft.
It's all
Just a moment.
Oh, is she gonna find who's responsible? Are we gonna find the culprit or know where he
A
is?
few days ago, a mechanical construct was brought back to the Frost Moon Scions. Come.
Are we gonna fight them? Are we gonna have a battle? I want to skip ahead real quick. We'll be back. We'll be back. There's this giant statue here. Oh my god.
Come night or day, may the moon...
Is it them?
Theft. We would never do
I know
such
it's them.
We did recover a dangerous mechanical device, but we...
If there's been a misunderstanding...
I remember. It was a few days ago, out in the wild. Huh? What's going on over...
It's still not done? Come on! We need to finish these tests before the local...
Can't we just go somewhere else?
No, idiot! Didn't you hear what the boss said?
Not so loud. I just need to think.
What was that?
What did you do? Are you...
No, Look, at least we know this thing's powerful, right?
All right, then let's pack...
Stop right there! Drop that dangerous device!
Shoot! That was quick.
I don't even remember what I did. Are we supposed to...
Let's just make a run for it. The most important thing is that we don't get caught.
So, that's what happened.
I know. I'll ask you one.
Maybe this is another misunderstanding. Did it have this symbol on it?
Yes.
That's the one I designed for my bots. I made it. So that
That's
even if the
crazy.
project is so Crumclank is
Misunderstanding resolved then.
Forgive me, although this device is similar in principle to the cannon, by harnessing Kuvaki, the cannon has protected this land from the wild hunt time. But this construct is more like a commercial product. As far as I'm aware, this young lady I suspect she created the device to sell it for profit.
Crumclank is my friend.
As much as I would like to believe you, that is...
I warned them that things were about to get...
The best course of action is to just...
What did you just say?
You must understand.
No, you just want Crumclank for yourselves. Just like...
No, don't fight.
I know, calm down.
Why are we fighting them?
What? I cannot let you leave with that dangerous device.
I told you, Crumclank is my friend.
They seem nice. Why are we fighting them?
I know. But you heard him. We won't let that happen.
Not good. A group of flying machines just ambushed the storage...
What? That can't...
Whoa. That's a...
It must be those black market...
I can create a temporary moon lane here. All right, let's...
Wait, what are we doing? T. Follow the silver path. Okay. This is actually kind of cool. Get higher vantage point. After them. It must be you.
That last one, hey! Get... Ino, watch out! Ino! Oh, right. The recon bot.
At least it all turned out. That really was way too close.
Okay? No!
Allow me to apologize.
My lady.
If she truly viewed that robot as a product, she could simply create another. Not even the light of the full moon could reveal the slightest blemish in her goodness.
Wow.
You have my
Hey, Sophie Spells, welcome.
apologies.
It's okay.
Yeah, so we have
Do
like...
not despair, young one.
Nice.
Pure of heart will always have the moonlight to guide them. I'm confident.
All right, we gotta like go on this wild goose chase to find this robot, which I want to know what this robot's gonna look like.
If you want my opinion, Asuko's your biggest.
Yeah.
So it's all up to me again. That market is long.
You just can't stand seeing Ino, so it's
Great. Fine.
no problem.
We gotta wait 2 days again? We're playing Nod Cry, Sophie. Or trying to, at least. We're trying to get through it. Confirm. I love this new feature, by the way, where you just hit, instead of going all the way into the clock, it just lets you. We're tracking down some robots, some murderous robots that have some really good baking skills. Okay. Now we gotta go backwards when the moon rises first. Okay. There we go. It's back and forth. Oh, is it insane? I don't know if you about not cry because we haven't done too much fighting. It's mostly just been walking around. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting for Varka to show up. That's who I'm waiting on. All right. And we're going to get some more information on the spaceship. So hopefully that does stuff.
I know.
Anefa's back. Cool.
Inefa? You're back significantly.
Oh, so
earlier
this
than
is
I
in the
expected.
timeline. This is back.
Whole 30.
Everything went very smoothly. I know.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been. She's got chocolate.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake?
I love how, like, Inefa's definitely the guardian.
Oh, of course I did. One whole cake, one crumb cake, and...
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shit.
Dang, you got
When did finish the
busted.
snack stash I left for you.
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your...
2 weeks worth.
Ooh.
Why does Paimon feel like the rules in this household?
Calculation complete. Ino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks.
No fair!
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just...
That is objectively not a...
Teensy bit extra.
Oh, seriously? If you'd only arrived half... But now that I think... Oh...
I know. I am very sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, so... Will to keep eating snacks?
Negative.
Nice try.
Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected.
Thanks, Ananta.
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight and Paimon.
Wait, where in the timeline does this fit?
Talks about you guys. Oh, nice to meet you, I know. Ananta's told us. Huh? Oh yeah. So, you're here to see Uncle. Yeah, we heard about that. Nope.
Okay, now we're going back to the main story.
Do either of you need my help with anything? Sure, wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
I wanted to ask about a certain spaceship.
A spaceship. Exactly. No. Oh. Nope means no. More specifically, by no, I mean, I've never seen a single.
What I know means is that your spaceship almost certainly.
Oh, so yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another. But, so, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, but who would even do beats me?
Probably my sister, right?
Anyway, long story besides, sounds like it would pride the Frost Moon Scions? Huh? Haven't heard of them yet?
There wasn't enough time to delve.
What kind of ritual? I've never actually seen them myself. Just they say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
The true past.
Not sure exactly. Looks like we'll have to try our luck. Aw, leaving so soon.
It's getting late, I know, and these.
Aw. Don't worry. We'll be sure to. Really? You promise?
Pinky promise.
I'll be staying to look at.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find her.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that I know made.
Oh, what? We got a new character? I know. Let's see. Modular protocol. Resources to not cry. That's crazy. Okay, we just have to leave the workshop. Is something gonna happen when we leave? Are we gonna be ambushed by someone? Or are we gonna meet Varka? Guarantee you. Here's my prediction. I think we're not gonna see Varka. We're gonna end it right before we see Varka. At least acts 1 through 3. And that's sad, but it's the truth.
Hello. I appreciate you looking after Aino these past few days.
Oh, it was nothing. A promise is a promise, right? Anyway, is Yehoda here? She probably has a
Let me explain. After I got back from the Frost Moon Scions...
Oh, okay, so we're resuming the story.
Some digging into that merchant, Asako. The fact that he even after asking around my boss's circle, I couldn't find any evidence that connects him to this mess. Out of all the merchants, I checked all the other merchants too, but the trail came up cold each time. Most of them didn't even know about our trip. Whoever's behind this thing is extremely clever. Covered the... Tracking down a person like that...
So, you're...
Summarizing intel. Condensing main points. Conclusion. Over the past 2 days, Yehoda has...
Why is Nefa the only competent person here? Boop.
Did you have to... I mean, short...
Sounds like a good idea.
That wasn't a suggestion. These aren't the type of people you mess with.
Turning all of Krai upside down.
Okay, well, I wasn't serious about that suggestion either.
If that is what Aino decides to do in the end, then I will support her.
I've been thinking things over a lot since I got back. And the truth is, I can see why Crumclank's technology is being targeted by the but that means any of my bots could be next, including if we don't get Crumclank back, if we don't show them we're not an easy target, so even if I really do have to turn all of Krai upside down, I will save Krai. Oh, I know.
That's the spirit.
Ossico was the biggest suspect, right? Let's start with him.
Someone sent a letter.
Really? Let's take a...
Long time no see. A lot long ago, I happened to hear your troubles you're facing. Seeing as you've always been a top-notch customer of mine, natural find some help. I have exceptional service plan. Relieve your woes. Sure up my soft. It's Dory. Dang it, you're scamming us again. No.
She's got quite a unique.
Very well. Please.
Oh, you're coming too, Yehuda?
Why? Dory always scams us. Why? Why? A grand battle. Conclusion. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming Dory knows who took it, and we're gonna find out. Okay. Hold on. I need to see story missions. All right, we'll save it for another time. I don't necessarily need to see the ending of this.
Ananta and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming.
A real family.
We should definitely... Speaking of homes, we might... Is that a Kuhenki? Hey there. Huh. Doesn't seem
Needs our help?
No idea what she wants. She's following us. Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Hey! Don't make it sound like Paimon had no idea what she wanted. Seeing as we're on our way over to meet Lama anyway, we can ask...
And let's teleport over here.
Let me take a look at your wound. Oh, you're back too. How was your day? You what? Those two Fatui? The ones who were causing trouble in Nasha Town? You naughty little... They didn't notice. Next time, at the very least...
Hey, Lama! Still remember us?
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Just hope we're not imposing on you.
Were you just talking to those...
I was indeed. The... What was... She says she was trapped in a plant earlier, and they...
Oh, it was nothing.
Oh yeah, we did help out with that.
Love to.
This statue.
You're interested in
The Moon Maiden.
Kutar?
Yes. Kutar is our moon goddess. The moon maiden who guides us.
But up close, this one somehow seems a bit different from the one in Nasha Town. It's like...
Natural?
Or like... more...
That is because ever since the Fatui arrived in Krai, these statues were made by the Frost Moon Scions who settled here hundreds of years ago. Crafted from the very finest Lunasol stone. Not only is this stone exceedingly rare, but it also brims. For a time, we put up fierce resistance.
We heard they even pulled some ancient moon's remnants.
That's right. The two largest remnants landed. The Fatui built their
Oh!
Sure.
Hey, we've been wondering what was up with...
No. That is no ordinary Kuhenki. These we name Luonnota.
Whoa.
Can you understand what it's...
I'm afraid not. Sometimes a long time must elapse before the moon goddess's blessings turn in.
Oh,
legend has it that the Luonnotar bring...
Okay, so we have good fortune. That's what matters.
If you would hear...
Lady Lama, you're back.
Come day or night, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Why does she walk so fast? I can't keep up.
Lama.
Wilhelmina, this is the Traveler and Paimon. Kindly...
Of course, my...
Wow! Everyone along the way here...
I am but a moon chanter.
She's just being modest. The moon chanter holds...
Oh, okay.
I know. I'll send word to the kitchen.
Whoa! Paimon had no idea.
It is merely that the unique traits of our blood... Please. Even to this day, I am still trying to piece together...
A story of...
Yes. We Frost Moon Scions are the last descendants of the
ancient golden realm of Hyperborea.
Its former glory may have faded in the distant past. To that had not just one moon, but 3. It is said that they were created by the primordial master of this world. Firstborn was the eternal moon, largest of the 3. Legend has it that it was her immense Kuvaki that gave rise to the ocean tides. Next was the frost moon. Smaller than her big sister, yet brightest in radiance. Her glow became the cold, undying lantern of the night. Finally came the iridescent moon, smallest of the sisters. Most of the time, her light was barely visible to the naked eye. Yet when she shone, her fleeting halos were all the...
Wow!
Afterwards, well, As you have seen, the 3 moon goddesses perished. This happened in a war triggered by the Descenders.
What?
And of the 3 lunar husks, only the frost moons survived unbroken.
Frost moon. Why have I heard this before?
Pieces.
Oh, so that's why there were ancient moons.
Yes. It is also said that when the moons shattered, most of their fragments rained down upon this land. As for the remnant that the Fatui recently pulled down, that—
Wait a sec. But you just said that 2 of the moons were shattered, so—
The iridescent moon's remnants were never found. What happened to her?
Which one was Conria's crimson moon related to?
Though the era of the 3 moons has long since faded into legend, successive generations of frost moon scions have, and in the end—
Lady
Cappy, what is the matter?
Lady Lauma, it's my daughter.
Okay, lore. Yeah, we were just in here.
Her sensitivity to Kuvaki is flaring up again.
But those doctors are all Snezhnayan. They're outsiders, compatriots of those—
Not all outsiders are enemies, Cappy. They've been treating this condition for generations. They have the experience.
Oh, okay.
But we're Frost Moon scions. Should we not remember what the outsiders did to our moons?
But Cappy, Kutar is long— Oh, lost child, snow-swept and buffeted by the howling winds of the frigid night, let not the silver flame within you fade.
Praise be to the—
Remember, she must—
Llama?
Philomena, what is it?
Dinner is ready.
I see, Cappy. Let her rest here for the night.
All right.
Will she be alright?
Anything we can do to help?
Thank you for your kindness. Please do not be worried. Come.
Not coming with us?
Oh, sorry. Lauma makes such an unshakable moon chanter. Traveler. Paimon. Leave me. Could I ask you?
Sure.
I fear that with sometimes I really—
Yeah, she's hiding something.
I'm glad to—
Hey!
How did you even manage to finish it? This slop—
Uh-oh.
Then again, I guess that's what you'd expect.
It's you!
My sincerest apologies. If you found the food, after all, I suspect that your
what do you—
with the bitter snobbery of those who call themselves—
Why, you—
Don't push your luck.
Hold it. We're not here to brawl. Orders from above. We're here to deliver the Frost Moon. You have 3 days to hand over the relic and reveal the whereabouts of your so-called Kutar.
What?
If you fail to do so, the Fatui will immediately begin the cleansing of Hisi Island.
What insolence! Your demands are outrageous! For
dear guests, allow me to save you both time and to those who set foot on our land with ill intent, I say this. With your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the—
All right, let's fight. Finally! We get to fight.
Stay your hand.
Loaded.
Easy, easy.
You don't pay.
Hey, if you're so tough, get back here and put him up.
I'm so sorry. You've had to.
Come on, it's not your fault. But still, they mentioned a relic. Oh yeah.
I see. So your questions can. You stood by us when we. But let us continue this conversation.
Oh, we gotta go further in. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's make our way north. We're gonna unlock all of Nod Krai, and there's a lot going on, like a lot of story missions. I'm gonna call it because we're already almost 3 hours in. For a spontaneous stream, this is actually pretty good. And I may not be talking a lot. We've been playing for a while. And honestly, I've been letting the story doing a lot of the talking because there's a lot of lore being dropped, especially with the moons and stuff. But overall verdict so far about Nod Krai, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of let down. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not because anything is necessarily egregiously bad. It's just there isn't like all that. If it makes sense, there's not all that much going on. Because the people I want to see, which is Varka, I'm probably not going to see them in this one. Kind of like in Natlan when I wanted to see the captain, and he kind of just gets like a cinematic and then kind of goes away. You know what I mean? I guess it looks cool, but like again, I think it's more. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But yeah, I'm just like, so far I think I'm at the point where it's like it's all right. Not a fan of all this walking. It is a little bit confusing the way they did this story, where it's like, okay, where's the timeline? Because you have to bounce between the main quest, the Archon quest, and then the story quest of like, oh, we gotta find like I know stuff and her missing bot. You know what I mean? Like the most interesting part, which was like hyped up, like, hey, Varka's looking for you. Varka's awaiting you, and then Varka's on the north end of Nod Krai. And I'm just like, okay. Cool, I want more of the Fatui. And I know we're gonna get there. For sure, we're gonna get there. But it's just the matter of like, okay, we have to wait a little bit until we get to that point that I'm just not 100% about. I'm just like, I'm not pervy to it. That's what I'm gonna say. And this may be Wuwa talking. This may be because I'm getting used to a different kind of game. And I do prefer a lot of things in Wuwa over this. And also, how the heck do I get over here? Do I have to climb a mountain? Let's go this way. It could be the case it's Wuwa influencing this decision. But I also feel like a lot of it is just like it's menial stuff, because I feel like they're trying to like, one, they have so much lore to bring out and tell us about, especially with the moons. And I'm just like, the most interesting thing is what the Nod Krai's relationship to Snezhnaya, and in turn the Fatui. Like, what about all the Fatui harbingers we're gonna have to like deal with potentially at the end of this, all of this. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. There's the bridge across. Cool, cool, cool. At least if I get to the north end, I can start teleporting. So if we get to that point, When we see Varka and everyone, that'd be dope. Nice, we got a
Baan gets to
chest.
stake their claim. Seems fair.
Ooh, okay, so there's a boat here. Yeah, let's get to the north end. Oh. Oh, there's an elevator. Cool. Let's take the elevator up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, I can make it. I can make it. Okay, we made it. Cool. There is a lot though. I will say the actual like gameplay stuff, there's a lot that at least Krai brings to the table. So if there's any pluses, I think across the board, it's just the amount of stuff to do in Krai. There's like a ton. With of course a ton of rewards and stuff.
On rainy days, but not the hunter.
Okay, what the heck is going on here? I just don't like all the walking too. It's kind of sucks.
Loaded.
Okay, that's the Fatui's area over here. So I'm assuming... Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, we got this. Jump. Watch the story. Okay, this is how I think it's going to end. By Act 3. It's going to end with we learn Varka has been captured by the Fatui. And him going north is to deal with the Fatui. This is sick though. Maroon Basin. Oh my gosh, what did they build over here? Suspicious person. Should we save the person? Well, that was quick. Whoa. Okay, so this is not Krai. I guess. How big if this is the small part of Krai, how big is Snezhnaya gonna be? Oh my gosh, what are they doing at the statue? Okay, we made it to the north end. Cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's teleport back here. And I'll put a pin in it, okay? We will return to Nod Krai in a future stream. It will be a while, but it won't be too long. I just want to fully enjoy it. And I feel like we did a lot already. And honestly, I'm not feeling it right now. So I want to return to it when we're feeling a little bit better. But I'm excited for Ananta. Ananta, I'm excited for, okay? Genshin, I don't know. I've been kind of slow with it. So we'll return, hopefully, when we get an update of the next part of Nod Krai Unlock. That'd be super dope. But yeah, that's going to be about it for today. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys when I stream next, which I actually don't know when that's gonna be, but we'll see.